Imagine discovering that the brother you wronged years ago is now approaching you with 400 men. Jacob feared that by morning he and his family could be facing disaster. But before he could confront Esau, something far more mysterious happened. Jacob spent the entire night locked in a struggle with a strange heavenly figure, and he refused to let go until he received a blessing. So who exactly was Jacob wrestling? Genesis 32 finds Jacob overwhelmed with fear. Years earlier, Jacob had received the blessing that his father Isaac had intended for Esau. Enraged, Esau wanted revenge, forcing Jacob to flee from home. Now, after many years away, Jacob was returning with his wives, children, servants, livestock, and possessions. Then his messengers brought alarming news. Esau was coming toward him with 400 men. Jacob immediately feared the worst. He divided everyone traveling with him into separate groups. He sent valuable gifts ahead as a peace offering to Esau and prayed earnestly for God's protection. Later that night, Jacob sent his family and possessions across the Jabbok River. Then he remained behind, completely alone. That was when something extraordinary happened. Genesis says that a mysterious man appeared and began wrestling with Jacob. The struggle continued throughout the night. Hour after hour, neither one gave in. Eventually, the mysterious figure touched Jacob's hip, causing it to be dislocated. But even in pain, Jacob still refused to release him. As dawn approached, the stranger told Jacob, "Let me go, for the day has broken." But Jacob replied, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." The mysterious figure then asked, "What is your name?" Jacob answered, "Jacob." Then everything changed. The stranger declared that Jacob would no longer be known by his old name. Instead, he would be called Israel, because he had struggled with God and with men and had prevailed. Jacob then asked the mysterious being, "Please tell me your name," but the stranger did not reveal it. Instead, he blessed Jacob. At that moment, Jacob realized that this had been far more than an ordinary physical struggle. He named the place Peniel, which means face of God, and declared that he had seen God face to face and still survived. But who was this mysterious wrestler? Genesis first describes him simply as a man. However, the prophet Hosea later says that Jacob wrestled with an angel. Jacob himself believed that the encounter had somehow brought him into direct contact with God. Later Jewish traditions went even further, identifying Jacob's opponent as the guardian angel associated with Esau. The Bible never removes all the mystery surrounding the identity of this figure. But one thing is clear: Jacob was never the same afterward. As the sun came up, Jacob continued toward Esau, but now he walked with a limp. The man who had spent much of his life depending on cleverness and deception had now been wounded, blessed, and given a new identity. He entered that night as Jacob. He came out of it as Israel. And when he finally reached the brother he feared might kill him, something completely unexpected happened. Esau did not attack. He ran toward Jacob, embraced him, kissed him, and both brothers wept. Perhaps that is the deepest mystery behind Jacob's wrestling match. Before he could confront the person he feared most, he first had to confront God. Sometimes the battles that leave the deepest scars are also the ones that completely change who we are. So who do you believe Jacob wrestled that night? Was it an angel, God himself, or another mysterious heavenly being? Share your interpretation in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications